It's going down. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachakwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of It's Going Down, being brought to you by the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. China warns of nuclear proliferation threat. Beijing's envoy to the United Nations said the three-way ahchyam pact poses nuclear proliferation risks. So here is a picture. Okay, it says, China has accused the United States, the United Kingdom, and Australia of risky transfers of nuclear materials under the ahchyam pact, with Beijing United Nations ambassador calling on the body's atomic watchdog to subject the deal to greater scrutiny. Speaking after a meeting of the International Atomic Energy Agency Board of Governors on Monday, UN envoy Wang Kun said the Chinese mission had requested a formal discussion on the transfer of nuclear materials in the context of the ahchyam and the safeguards in all aspects under the NPT, Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. ahchyam goes beyond the existing international non-proliferation regime and the mandate of the IAEA Secretariat. The issue should not be handled by three countries alone. It must be handled by the IAEA member states, he said, adding that the three countries have ignored the ahchyam related discussions at the IAEA board meetings. The United States, Britain, and Australia signed the three-way ahchyam agreement last year, under which the latter two nations vowed to help Canberra obtain nuclear-powered submarines. The deal was highly controversial at the time, leading Australia to dump a contract previously struck to receive French-made subs, a move that triggered diplomatic outrage from Paris. And like the scriptures say, you know, you Moabites, which are you Chinese people, you've been putting your trust in the United States for a very, very long time. You see, one thing you nations are going to learn, you're going to learn not to trust this devil, man. Okay? No, I meant verse 10. Let's go to verse 10. Okay? Here we go. Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Right? The scripture said, never trust thine enemy. You see what happens when you trust the enemy? Because, hey, let me give a little short history on these devils, man. When the conquistadors, the Spaniards, and English Dutch mercenaries first came over here to the Americas, what was they doing? They was making peace treaties with the so-called natives of this land, the so-called native Indians of this land. They made pacts with them. They made peace treaties with them. But what happened in the end? The conquistadors, the Spaniards, which were all Edomites, by the way, they ended up breaking every single one of their peace treaties, okay? Like it tells you in the book of Psalms, the 55th chapter, and the 20th verse, down to the 21st verse, okay? He have broken his covenant. He have broken every single covenant that he have made. Okay, I believe they made, over 100 covenants, 100 treaties, and they broke every single one of them. Okay, you should know by now that the whole purpose of these Edomites making peace treaties is for the sole purpose of gaining the upper hand over you, because that's what it is. These different treaties and these different covenants that the United States make with these different countries, they're no more than smoke and mirrors, so the United States can gain the upper hand on you. And you know what? You heathens, you fall for it. So hey, whose fault is that? It says, responding to similar charges from China in August, the United States, the UK, and the Australia insisted they are committed to carrying out the transfer of nuclear materials, namely highly enriched uranium, to be used in the sub's reactor in a way that meets the highest possible non-proliferation standards. So that's pretty much all I need to read there. Let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6. Okay, it says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet." So you're going to hear of wars. You're going to hear of rumors of wars. Okay, so we're hearing of wars and rumors of wars, like Yahushua said. However, don't be troubled when you hear about these things. When China warns of a nuclear proliferation threat, don't be troubled. If anything, you're supposed to be excited, because like Yahushua said in the book of Matthew, the 21st chapter, then look up, for your redemption draweth nigh. You know, all this is leading towards this kingdom, this wicked society, this wicked kingdom, this wicked empire, this wicked rulership, all being brought down. Luke 21 verse 9. It says, "But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified." And this right here is a war and a commotion. Okay? And a matter of fact, when you look up the word commotion, which commotion, when you break it down, C-O-M, which means com, C-O-M, which means together, or with, or to move together with. And then you got motion, which means to move. So the word commotion means to move together. And that's what China's doing. China's moving because that ain't that what a military does? A military moves together in groups. So you know, you got China, they got their warships out in the Taiwan Strait and the seas of Taiwan. They're doing all these different naval drills. You got China doing drills with their military. You know, you got the United States, who've actually sent warships out to the seas of Taiwan doing drills themselves, in order to further provoke China. So, but when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. So we're gonna these you know, hearing of wars and commotions, these things must happen, right? We must hear about these things. But like Yahushua said, the end is not by and by. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom. Is on to the next one.